Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Today is the Lionsgate portal peaking, and so that means that it is Tuesday, August 8th. So I will be doing your single card pull to see what all messages are coming through for you for today from the Divine. So let's start with our water signs. So that's going to be our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see what God, Spirit, Universe, Divine wants you to know for today. The Moon. So this card has been coming up a lot lately. It's been a lot in the readings for air signs. And that's really about that energy of there's, lies. There's something happening that's not quite what you would think. So there's kind of that energy out there. That there's some sort of trickery maybe that's going on. Whether that's you being deceitful, whether that's... right off of there. And that card was nothing will come of this situation. So whether it's that you're maybe being dishonest or someone else is being dishonest, this is kind of that warning that nothing really good is going to come out of this. I'll pull another one though, since that was a jumper. A new start is coming. So this seems to be looking at it like, hey, whatever's going on right now isn't really going to work out, but there's something better that's coming your way. So let's see what else is coming through for you with your Lightworker cards. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Maybe whatever the situation is where there's something deceitful happening, something going on that people aren't being totally honest with you about. This message is that it's divinely orchestrated, that there's helpers that are helping you along the path, and maybe if it's that you're finding out about some of these lies or deceits or tricks, that's needed to be able to get you on a different course, on a different path. So let's take a look at what your romance card is. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I will let you take it as it resonates with you, however that applies to your situation. All right, so that's what we had coming in for water signs. For air signs, which is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, let's see what message wants to come through for you for today. All right, the Devil. So the Devil energy, that's that temptation energy, and that's whether it's being tempted by another person, whether it's being tempted by certain energies, addictions. So this could be either a warning to you, don't be that tempting energy, or don't succumb to it, or just know that that energy is out there for you for today. Let's see what Moon card comes up. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. And this is that message that's been coming through, that North Node in Aries. So that message has been coming through for the last, 3 weeks or so, of really stepping into your true self. And that's what North Node in Aries is all about. And maybe if there is some sort of a temptation energy out there, maybe for you, stepping out of your comfort zone is saying, no, that's not the energy I want to chase. That's not what I want to follow. So let's take a look at what your Lightworker card is. Air signs. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in? And that goes really strongly with this North Node, step out of your comfort zone, is you should never be in a position where you're making yourself small just to make other people more comfortable. And some of that, if you're an empath, that's really difficult, because you can sense the energy and feel other people's emotions and energies. And when they're in distress or discomfort, it's uncomfortable for you. But part of that is working on some of those. You can work on different meditations or exercises. You can look them up online on how to kind of build that energetic barrier, so that way you're not getting sucked into other people's energies, because that's a very important thing as a light worker. Yes, you want to be compassionate and understanding, but you can't get sucked into everybody's energy all the time. You have to be able to stand in your own energy as well. So if that's something that's an issue in terms of feeling like you keep getting sucked into other people, look those up online. I know there's some great meditations there. So your romance card was romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And that's, that's kind of like with your comfort zone in terms of stepping out of it. If you're in a situation where maybe you feel like you're being pulled into energy that you don't want to be pulled into, having that faith that, yes, for one, don't dim your light to make other people more comfortable, but also your feelings are valid. So looking at that, they're real, they're worth exploring, and you need to make sure that you're fighting for yourself to make sure that your voice is heard, and make sure what's important to you is being acknowledged by the other party. So let's take a look at our fire signs and see what messages wanting to come through for you for today. The Magician. This is all about transforming, lead into gold. How do you change that dense, heavy energy? How do you change the situation? If you feel like you've been caught looping through the same lessons, through the same situation over and over again, how do you step into your energy to change that, to create different outcomes? Your Moon card, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So maybe you've been in a situation where you've been looping for a while, and you're really being called upon to change that dynamic, change that energy. The whole thing of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you want a different result, you need to make different choices. And this conclusions are within reach. If you are able to make different choices, you can bring something through to conclusion that you've been working on. All right, light worker card. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And that's a wonderful message as well, in terms of staying true to yourself, really focusing on what is your life path. Don't keep overthinking it. It's easy to get stuck in that, well, but what about this situation? What about this situation? What if this happens? What if I do this and this happens? And, so then you do nothing. But doing nothing is still making a decision. But sometimes it's easy to get trapped into that, I'm just going to kick the can down the road a little bit further. And then the next thing, you wake up and it's months or years later and nothing's been done, because it's like, I don't know. What if this? What if this? So stop overthinking things and keep facing your own truth. So your romance card, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of that, especially with the Lionsgate portal and the strength that happens in the manifesting right now, visualizing what it is that you want helps set you on a clearer path. For one, it's giving the universe more information about what is it that you want, but it's also helping you get a clearer idea about, this is what I want, this is the direction I want to go in, and then that way you can, weigh your decisions, weigh your choices that you're making in life against, is that getting me to what I envisioned in my life? If you're constantly just reacting to everything that's coming in without giving it a whole lot of thought other than, how do I make this situation go away? How do I make this better? How do I resolve this? You might be essentially fighting against yourself. So if you can visualize where you want to go and what you want to do, then you can weigh your decisions against that, objective or goal. So the last one is our earth signs, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Tower came out. So this is that sudden, unexpected changes. And remember, the towers are necessary to be able to build something stronger. And it's all part of the seasons of life. Trees lose their leaves at the end of the year, or at the end of the season. but there's some big unexpected changes coming for our earth signs. And your moon card is communication is key. And that's that new moon in Gemini, and Gemini is all about communication. So, one of the messages that's kind of been coming through globally to the collective recently is, stop trying to fight the universe when certain things are happening. So if the Tower moment is coming, accept that sometimes there's things that are happening, the divine is orchestrating changes for you or situations for you that you may not be fully aware of. And, sometimes you just have to let the towers happen and then go from there. Your light worker card is no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. So depending on what that means to you, or what specific question you have, so I'm going to pull another one because that's not necessarily super descriptive. The other one is play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And even in the wake of the Tower, you don't necessarily have to be so serious. Yes, if you sit in the energy of gloom and doom, my life is over, that's what you're going to be feeling. So if you can at all, depending on what the nature of this Tower moment is, celebrate, go out with your friends, have fun, and they'll be able to help you through the Tower moment. And it kind of maybe will give a little bit of a different spin. So your romance card is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So it looks like if you're putting all of this together, that they're, with the Tower and separation, maybe it's that you need a break, whether this is a permanent break in the relationship or whether this is, temporarily just taking some time away from each other. But kind of the whole thing of, like I said earlier about maybe that is what you need. Maybe you need that separation so that you can go out and play, have fun with your friends, and really get back to who are you, and were you clinging to this relationship because it's familiar, and communication about this whole situation. If there is a separation that's coming, communication about it is key. But that seems to be the message. And like I always say, take only what resonates. For some of you, this will probably resonate very strongly. For others, you might be like, that is not at all what's going on in my world. So take only what resonates. But hopefully this has been helpful to give you a little bit of insight as to what is on the horizons for you for today. And I'll be back again doing more of these daily card pulls. And also there's going to be an Is This Your Person that's coming up that'll drop later today as well. So I wish you peace and joy along your journey, and we'll see you next time.